Hello, listeners, and welcome to another episode of All in Our Business Podcast, the show where we discuss hot and controversial relationship topics while sharing our love journey along the way. It's your boy TC.
And it's your girl Kiki.
And we ain't got no shout outs today, baby, so let's just get right into this topic.
Okay. So welcome on back. Excuse me. Today we're discussing the Willie D live report that exposes a viral leaked group chat revealing a calculated scheme to target black athletes. The text is just a very disturbing glimpse into the reality of what black athletes have to navigate while trying to reach the top of their sport, having to protect the bag before you even get the bag. So before we get into it, TC gonna give us a scripture.
I'm going to get it for you. Hebrews 13:5. Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have.
All right, so give us the background on what happened here.
All right, so Willie D on his, I guess on YouTube or whatever, he literally got this leaked group conversation between two Caucasian women, and one of them, I guess, already has a black athlete. So maybe he's about to be in the NFL or whatever. So she's like, I'm just chilling in Cancun, whatever. So the girlfriend asks, what do I have to do to get me a black athlete? What do I have to do to get that man who's about to be in the NFL or be in the NBA?
Okay.
And the one who has an athlete already literally gave her a playbook over the group chat of what she needs to do to get a black athlete. Plain and simple. Gave everything.
Okay, so is this one time occurrence that has happened, or is this starting to become a thing?
It's always been a thing with black athletes.
That white women are trying to get to them, or
yeah,
anyone?
I mean you heard Kanye and the Gold Digger song. Mm-hmm. Once he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl.
Okay.
And it's prevalent, especially with black athletes. You see a lot of black athletes marrying white women. That's fine. Y'all, whoever you love, it's fine. But if they're getting you because of this playbook,
I see what you're saying.
that's where I have a problem with it.
Okay.
Because you're targeting
this particular
the athletes and you're manipulating them into this.
Okay.
So that's where I have an issue. And I'm sure a lot of black women have an issue with that as well, because they always say, why you always going to the white woman?
And why is that? I mean, it's still a choice on their behalf at the end of the day.
It is. It definitely is a choice, but as I said, if it's because of the systematic way the women are doing it, that's a problem. Because y'all are adhering to a certain dynamic within the culture that black women are too strong. Black women have too much mouth. Black women have too much opinion. Black women just don't know how to be a woman. They don't know how to be submissive. They don't know how to do all of this. If that's the culture that y'all are playing upon to get the black athletes, it's ultimately manipulative to the nth degree. And I have a problem with that if that's the case. Like he gave an example. I think the person he targeted in this report was Robert Griffin, RG3, Bobby Three Sticks. So, and no offense, but Bobby Three Sticks, Robert Griffin III has, in my opinion, he has issues when it comes to black women. Now, of course, he's on ESPN and whatever other shows he be on, and whenever an issue like this comes up, he always has something negative to say towards black women.
I've heard that.
And last time I checked, his mom should be black. I'm just saying. But and that's fine. As I say, you love who you love.
I think he's been hurt by a black woman.
That's a possibility.
Or also, he's not strong enough to be able to take on a black woman in a relationship, so he's able to manipulate the white women, and he's okay with that. But
No,
the women
evidently
that
the
he
white
choose.
women are manipulating him.
Yeah, well, that's true as well.
If they got this whole playbook on how to do it,
yeah, well, there you go.
they're manipulating him. Mm-hmm. And for our younger athletes coming up, we want this to be exposed. And I think that was the point of Willie D exposing this letter or this group text, so you could see exactly what they think about y'all as athletes.
Yeah, that part. So let me ask you, even when this was exposed, did he stay with the woman? I guess both people, are they still with the woman?
So, well, the one woman she's already got an athlete. She's already with him. I can't remember if she was married or not. I would have to go back and look at the...
Right, but after this has been leaked.
Babe, you think that really matters?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. If you realize that this was just like a scheme or something, did you go back and be like, now I see what you were trying to do to me. I don't want you anymore. Did the guy take that approach?
I didn't hear anything about that, so I'm going to assume he's still there.
Gotcha.
And then the other lady was just trying to get one.
Okay.
Now, if you find out who this person is, and this is my thought, would you think about her differently?
Right.
Now that you know...
Right.
She wants to target y'all. She's
right.
trying to target y'all as black athletes. And as they say, you get them while they're in college.
Mm-hmm.
You get them before they get to the NFL or to the NBA or wherever, Major League Baseball, whatever sport it is. You get them before they get there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just stay.
Right.
Don't have no issues. Literally, all the things they were talking about, in a perfect world, you could see as submissive, but it really ain't.
Wow.
Like, one of the things was like, even if he's cheating, don't say nothing.
Okay.
Now, we know a black woman's not doing that.
Right.
She gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
Or in left eye case, she gonna burn your house down.
Well.
Your mansion. So there's gonna be some kind of backlash to that.
Well, again, that's why some of them choose who they choose. Some athletes feel as if, or some people, let me just say people, feel as if with certain races, they're able to
control them.
Yeah, they're able to do whatever they want on them and they're just going to take it. Now, let me ask you, are some races of people, let me just ask people, whether women or men, are they taught like to marry people with a certain status or a certain background or a certain culture? Like, do they have those kind of requirements within?
Well, I know certain cultures, they don't marry outside of their race.
Mm-hmm.
Like Indians, they don't marry outside their race a lot.
So they're not coming after the black athletes.
No.
Okay. They're not taught that. No. So some of the Caucasian women, are they taught this, that you should go after or gravitate to a black athlete?
With this playbook that she had, yeah.
Okay.
My gosh, she outlined it. I don't want to read it because.
Now, was this something that she just decided to do, or was it something taught to her? Like, with her parents? I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Did her parents teach her? You know, like I do hear in some households, like parents are starting to teach their children, or maybe have taught their kids who to look forward to in a spouse.
I wouldn't think so in this aspect.
Okay.
That there's a lot of racism in the world. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't think that would be something they would be teaching their young women.
Okay.
But with this leaked conversation, you can see this is not the first time.
Okay. So let me say, I do think, I was talking to a Caucasian coworker of mine, and she was telling me when she was raised, and we were just talking about how we were raised. And I was just saying, I raised and I saw my mom, working hard and everything. I saw my dad building a business and whatnot. And I came from, I would say, pretty much a broken home where my mom and my dad weren't together and just couldn't be. And I just said, I just learned from my mom how to be strong and how, to take on all responsibilities to get everything you need to get done in the household. And she said, oh, that's interesting to me because I saw my parents. And what I saw with my parents is that my dad did everything and my mom didn't do much. And my mom even told me, you marry a man who's able to do everything for you. So you don't have to work. You don't have to do anything. Your job is just to take care of the children in the house. His job is to take care of everything. So she said, it wasn't until I later on got married and realized, oh, no, I do want to work. But she said, I'm just working for leisure. I'm not working because I have to. Like, I don't have to work to put food on the table. Food's already going to be on the table. She said, I was raised that you marry somebody that is financially stable enough to be able to take care of all of that and who don't want you to work. So it's not required for you to work. Wow. And this lady, if I'm in my 40s, I think she's in her 50s. And she's, like she said, I'm just working because I want something to do. So I do think people, when you're raised differently, it causes you to make different decisions in life. And that's all that I was saying. I was wondering that this individual who, came up with this playbook, if it happened to be, as a result of her upbringing, perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's different. Never really thought about it like that, but I guess that could be a thing.
Yeah. And, kind of like, I forget what movie it was in, but remember, oh God, I really can't remember what movie it was in.
You give me the description. I'll tell you what movie it is.
Yeah, So where the little boy, I think he was trying to become a ball player, basketball or baseball or something, and the father caught him in the bed with his daughter, and he yelled.
That was Daddy's little girl.
Was that? No.
Yes.
No.
Monty was a superstar basketball player.
Yeah, but this was another movie. I think this was when they all. I wonder if this was what's the thing? Well, Coach Carter. Didn't the father catch the son in the? No, that wasn't Coach Carter.
It was Daddy's little girl.
Okay, no, but I'm still thinking it's another movie.
Because she acted like the girl acted like he raped her when he didn't.
Right, and it cost him his whole.
This
particular one was a basketball player that was supposed to go to play basketball or something.
I'm telling you, it was Daddy's little girl.
Okay, well, no worries, it was.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes the narrative is changed, or taught differently.
No, it is. I know it is.
Yeah.
I mean, even like, and I'll give a little more background into the thing. So, the manual was clear from what this lady was telling the other lady, right? She was like, use your college years to hunt black athletes before their fame hits.
Wow. Oh, so she got a whole...
No, she had a whole thing.
To this, yeah.
They suggest picking a black woman to make the athlete feel weaponized against. So find somebody, might be somebody he likes or whatever, and literally attack all the negative about that woman.
Wow.
To show him, I'm the better option.
Right.
Because I don't talk back to you. I don't say nothing to you. I let you do what you do. I let you just be the man. So, if that's what they're teaching their young women, does a black woman have a chance?
Right.
In this culture of getting the bag, as they call it?
Well, I don't think you need to go associate yourself with getting a bag from
But that's
a
what
man.
it's about. It's about the bag. They're trying to get to a black athlete before he becomes NFL ready or NFL drafted or NBA drafted or NBA ready. They're getting to them before, and now once they get in the door, the moment he's drafted, they're in.
Okay, so what I would say is,
and we both have kids, and we both love our kids to the utmost, and we have 3 boys together. We do not want them to be manipulated by a female just because of who they are.
Correct. However, we've raised them, 2 of their 3, because the other one is still being raised. But we raised them to be able to make their own decisions. And hopefully we raised them properly. So if they see something of this magnitude, they can say, hold on, these are some red flags here. Hopefully through our love and what we display to them by it being genuine love, they can look and say, hold on, is this genuine love or is this person just after my pocketbook or my wallet in that case? So I think with these scenarios, the athlete needs to be a little bit more responsible in realizing what's really happening.
But if the athletes are not taught that,
right? So that's what I'm saying.
And you can hear this because
But that's why a lot of times the moms are the managers, if you ever see. Most of these athletes, the moms.
Like Jaden Daniels
exactly.
for the
And she's
Commanders.
like, the mom's like, oh, no, you're not getting this close to my son. Right, because I have to protect my son. And I don't know if you need to do it to that level because they still need to be able to live their own life a little bit. But I understand what she's doing. Because in this market, in this industry, that's what some people are doing. No, they are. And it's not just Caucasian women, if we just being honest. Black women are doing it too.
If they can get it,
if they can, exactly. They may not have the playbook, but share that playbook. What was it leaked? Let me share it with my daughter.
And to be all in our business, and if he don't feel this is comfortable, whatever, I'm gonna share it anyway. So my oldest, or our oldest, Jelani, he's dating a young lady who's of the Caucasian persuasion, and we love her.
Right, absolutely. But most importantly, he loves her,
and he loves her.
Right. So, but it's on him to be able to determine if she's here for him just out of love, or
he ain't going to the NFL or NBA. And
well, it don't matter. He can be going to something else. But I'm just saying, he will be able to decipher and feel: do I feel like I'm being used, or do I feel like she's just going down the checklist of the things to do on this? On this list to be able to capture me, get me. You know what I mean? Or it's a genuine love. Somewhere along the line, I don't care who it is. Now, maybe the person is so caught up in their fame and everything else or trying to get to the bag that they're not paying attention. But somewhere along the line, you're going to get the red flags to be like, hold on. This person is just about the pocketbook. Kind of like what a few weeks ago, we talked about the movies with Just Right. That wife or fiance, she was just all about exactly. And that was very clear. The moment that he was able to sit down and unfortunately get injured, but he was able to really see this is what she really was about and this is what she was really doing. You're going to see the signs. They're going to be there. So again, I think even though we're saying the athletes aren't being taught, but I do think they need to understand and have a clear understanding when you're in this arena, when you're in this particular position, you need to be more cautious of who you letting in. You need to be able to know if the person means well for you or if they don't.
No, that's true.
And you can tell by a person's actions. Yeah.
That's true. So, when it comes to the actual leaked conversation, I asked this question myself. Who leaked the conversation? And why?
Probably for it to get out there. People want people to see that this is what these women are trying to do. Pay attention. Open your eyes. This is what they're out here doing. So I'm sure it was intentional when it was leaked, just like all these other videos and everything else that were leaked. It was intent behind it.
What they say, nothing's truly private on the internet.
So when you put it out there, you already know what it is. Now, let me ask you, the bigger question is, was there any, I guess, repercussions or anything for the lady for creating this blueprint?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
I think it just caused an uproar in a legit space to discuss this. Which I think is fine. I don't have no problem with that. But, I mean, in the reality, is the blueprint is the blueprint. Or the playbook is the playbook. And if the playbook is working, why wouldn't other people copy it?
Yeah.
And now you have a problem where there's multiple people trying to copy this.
Yeah.
Targeting our athletes. For what? The bag? Not because they love them, but just for the money. That's not love. That is conditional. And similar to the movie Just Right. The moment he got hurt, what did she do? She bounced. Because she knew she wasn't there for that. She was just there to go shopping every day and sit at home and do nothing. That's what she wanted to do.
But again, you're going to have these women out here. I mean, even in Love and Basketball, the father was saying how all these women try to come after you. You know that in this industry, you have to do a better job of protecting your own self. There's women writing up all kind of things to try to go after you, try to get you and do everything else they can with you and to you. Married, unmarried, whatever. So you need to know that and need to know what you're walking into. So you have to do a better due diligence at realizing, is this person here for my heart or if this person is here for what I can give them?
That is true.
Because they're going to be
sometimes you can't see through the fog, as they say.
Okay, well, if you can't see, keep your eyes closed. So that means don't select nobody.
Babe,
There you go.
I think that's how it works.
That is how it works.
You just don't select nobody.
And you just don't select nobody. If you can't see clearly, then you can't see it all. So there we go.
These are young, impressionable young men.
Of course they are.
So,
of course,
stop, baby. That are thinking with the other head sometimes.
Oh, well, there you go. You're not making the right decision.
Yeah, well, that happens from time to time.
Yeah,
it does. It really does. But do you feel that this leaked conversation, and I think I asked you why, who you think leaked it. But do you think this, you know how, as they say, we do things for clout. Mm-hmm. We do things for clicks. Mm-hmm. So do you think this was leaked more so for an economic thing? Or do you think it was leaked so the world could legit see this is how these women think and this is what their plan is?
Absolutely. I think it's the latter part. I think it was leaked just to bring awareness. And because otherwise, I think people probably having this conversation, or people know it happens, but they needed to actually see the evidence to be able to show, listen, this is what these women are out here doing. This is their intent. And it's not everybody saying, oh, they just love that person. No, it's more to it than that. Then this is exactly what it is. So I think that was the real reason why it was leaked, in my personal opinion.
Okay. And I can believe that's exactly why it was leaked. Mm-hmm. And I think it's more so to open the eyes for the athletes, because a lot of them are not paying attention to that. They're not paying attention to that part of it. They're just enjoying themselves in college, just enjoying their time, playing football, basketball, whatever sport they may be playing. They're not thinking about down the road. They're not thinking about what do I do 5 years from now. They're thinking, what am I doing tomorrow?
So how do we prepare and protect them?
Well, we got 3 boys, so we understand, and I think we have talked to all 3 of them about dating, relationships. We've had conversations with all 3 of them about relationships. We've had conversations about certain females that they have talked to or are talking to that, we're going to call it this, are just toxic for them. And understanding that might not be the best option. Now, the beauty is y'all have free will. Y'all can do whatever you want. We can only make a suggestion. We can only try to lead you the right way. But sometimes they take the path that they want to take, regardless of what we say or what we believe.
Right, but at least you know that you've done your part as a parent by telling them.
Right. But if they still want to date the toxic female who want to fight all the time and want to fuss all the time on the phone, we just did it like, okay, well, we tried to warn you. We told you.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to date one of these females who got the playbook, mm-hmm. and you be like, well, she don't bother me. She just let me be. She let me do whatever I want.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's easier.
It may be, maybe not.
So why is it a problem? Let me ask you then, why is it a problem? If a person say, if the woman is saying, let me find a way to get to a man so I can get to his bag, and she's successful in doing that. So
anyone, and I know how you can be a mama bear. Mm-hmm. If any one of our 3 kids, mm-hmm. 3 boys, we're going to say that.
But I'm what's going to ask the second part of the question is, she's not causing him no harm. She's loving him for whatever reason, or she's loving him in whatever way she can. They're not having any issues, but we know that she knows that her intent was just to secure the bag. But she's treating him well, or she's treating him okay.
Okay, you fine with that?
It's not for me to answer, it's for them.
Babe, you're mama bear. I'm asking you for
if they're happy, I don't care how she got it or how she secured the bag or what if they, and I mean, that's the same thing I guess you can call, arranged marriages. You don't know who you're getting.
Arranged marriage is different than somebody who's manipulating you to get you.
How are they manipulating you? You have the right to say no. You get to say no. How does she manipulate him? She just came up with a way to make it easier for her to get to him. Don't cause him no problems. Allow him to do whatever he want. Wear this, look good.
So do you
really? Maybe all women should have some type of blueprint to get a man. If that's what we saying now.
Oh.
You need to have some kind of checklist so you can go in there and secure a man. Right? Keep yourself looking good so you can. Ain't no man want you going around looking like silly. So
not silly, babe.
I'm just saying, right? Aren't there some checklist or something?
There has to be something to it, but I'm just, the ethics of it just rubs me wrong.
So what is the ethics? How is it bad to say this is the way to be able to get a man that got money?
Because if she's not being her genuine self.
Yeah. What if eventually she starts to be? This is the way to get him, and then once she's with him, she's able to be herself. What's wrong with that?
What's herself?
I don't know.
Spend all the money? That's herself?
Is she there taking the money?
Yes.
Oh, well, then that's a different part. If you're just saying she's there just so she can be around the money, that's one thing.
Oh,
but
no,
if she's in
she's
there
accessing
taking
the
the
money.
money. Okay, well, I mean, that's
and half the time they end up getting divorced and get half of it anyway.
Oh, well. They got to make better decisions than athletes.
And they let you know afterwards, oh, that was my whole plan the whole time.
Well, it worked.
I didn't marry you because of you. I married you because of your money or your potential.
Most of those people in that industry, you already know, that industry, the divorce rates and everything else is extremely high. Like, none of that's really done out of love. You have to understand that when you are in that industry. So,
right,
it comes along
you
with
would
it.
think you would want some semblance of love in a relationship.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Ask away, baby.
Beyonce, right? With all of her money and everything else, all her awards and everything she's done in music and all this, that, and the other. Who else could she have really dated? She's not going to go out here and date James off the street because he loves her so very much. No, she's going to need a guy who matches her caliber. So the only other person in hip-hop or the other person out here that was kind of equivalent to it was who? Jay-Z.
Right, but that's a different dynamic where
you're not going to date.
No,
you're not going to date down like that. Like some people are not dating down.
But listen to where it's coming from. The dynamic of this playbook is one person has the potential, the other person has nothing. What is she bringing to the table other than being extremely submissive in his piece?
Clearly, that's important. Y'all say men to y'all, the piece is everything. So it's enough for him to say, I do. Right, I don't know what she's bringing. Maybe once he got there, she's doing everything more. Or letting him do whatever he wants. And he wants to have that freedom. And that's more than anything for him. Well, we don't know because we're not there.
We're not. And I'm not.
But it got to be a reason that they're saying yes. The women are not holding a gun to their head saying, you better marry me or I'm going to shoot you right now. So we got to say it's both parties. Yes, the woman is wrong for creating this playbook, perhaps, if you want to say it like that, or targeting. I would say that. She's wrong for perhaps targeting a certain type of man. But we all kind of target a man.
We really do. You targeting me, baby?
Yes.
How you targeting me?
You have to meet what I'm interested in.
What is that? I don't read books.
No, you don't. I didn't want you reading books. You talk while I'm reading the book, so you don't read the books.
You gonna stop saying that?
You're gonna stop talking, perhaps. If I keep saying it, then you won't talk when I'm reading.
I'm in the room with you now.
Not no more.
Yeah.
You still in there.
That's what we doing. Your playbook ain't working.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you have a play. Y'all, everyone has, and you go after who you like, who you are interested in, and who you are attracted to.
Right, but if you're not going after me because you're interested in me, you're interested in what I can do for you.
We all are to a certain extent, baby.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
What are you? Okay, so you're interested in what I can do for you, or you're interested in me because I love you?
Both. First, I got to be interested and drawn enough to you for what you can do to get to the place of love. So, yes. Do you treat me like a woman? These things, how do you act? How do you do this? How do you do that? Those are things that draw me to you. And then once we are together, yes, love. But we can't sit here and act like you don't have any requirements. And like I said, the way that she's going about it perhaps may not be the best way, or you intentionally targeting these athletes, but it's still on them to say, nah, I see. I already know what's happening. I'm good. Thank you, though, Jessica.
Got it.
Keep it moving.
But listen to this. And even in the last episode, we talked about, and I think one of the questions I asked you was, why is love so important to you ladies? Mm-hmm. So if you are this female trying to get a black athlete, you don't love him.
Maybe not initially, but you grow to love him.
I don't think
you give me all the money in the world, I'm going to love you. Trust me.
No, you love the money. You don't love me.
I'm going to grow to love. So I will grow to love you.
So let's just say, similar to the movie, just right. Mm-hmm. So when he gets injured, she thinks he's not going to get a good contract. She leaves.
She does.
So what if that happens with the young athlete, or maybe after 3 years, he done tore his knee and he can't play in the NFL no more?
Then the woman gonna leave if that's the thing.
Then what is
but
there?
by that time, maybe she have loved him enough to say, "Oh no." Well, we don't know. We don't know.
Now there's Everything that you were looking for is gone. And most people...
You don't know that they could have grown to love each other after the fact, sweetheart. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying initially this is maybe her way of getting in. And when she's gotten it, she's like, oh, you are a good person. Or he realized the same thing about her. Okay. I don't know.
Well, I hope that's what it is.
Yeah.
But still, I think we need to educate our young men.
We do, definitely.
On how to detect certain things when it comes to who you're dating.
That's true.
Especially...
But I will say also as a mother to a girl and also being a previous wife myself, I would say it's important to make sure that the person that you are marrying is able to take care of you and is in a certain spot. Like if you're at a certain level in your life, that person should match where you are, or if not higher than where you're going. No, I'm not going to tell my daughter if you have a PhD to be dating some guy who don't have a job. I'm just not. No.
I thought you said she got free will. She can do what she wants.
Yes, I said I would not be telling. That's not the recommendation that I'm giving.
Gotcha.
I'm going to teach you and tell you that you want someone higher so y'all can keep working and gaining more and more. You don't need to be with a guy who can't do anything for you. And I'm sorry.
Okay. I got you, baby.
You just shouldn't.
No, I got you, baby. I got you. So I am of the opinion.
We know.
No, just listen. I'm of the opinion. Love is love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those people who love for reasons. Mm-hmm. I love you because I love you. Mm-hmm. I don't sit there and go, I love you because you make X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. I don't sit there and say I love you because you can cook. Mm-hmm. I don't sit there and say I love you because of this. Love, in my eyes, is an unconditional thing. It should not have conditions along with it. So if you're just looking for the black athlete who's at Alabama or at Ohio State playing football or at Duke or at Michigan playing basketball, if that's what your intent is, that's fine. I can't argue with the playbook because evidently it's working. I'm just going to say that. The playbook that the lady had is working.
Clock that. That's right.
I'm just leery of the ethics behind it and if it's real. And if the athlete is fine with it, that's fine. I'm not an athlete. So I don't have no say in that. But I'm strongly against if you're using this playbook to manipulate a relationship that leads to you receiving all the benefits from it.
Half of the benefits.
No, half when they leave, but they get all of it when they're there. And
you only get what you're given, but yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You keep thinking that. They probably get everything. Okay. But if that's the case, so be it. I'm not going to sit here and argue with it because, like I said, evidently it is working. Because we've seen it time after time after time after time with a black athlete ending up marrying a white woman.
It's not always because of the playbook, though.
Sometimes it is not.
Yes, because sometimes they may not know the playbook. But sometimes it's on the black athlete. They want the white women because they said the white women are submissive. The white women aren't loud. The white women are easygoing. The white women do everything they say do.
That's part of the playbook.
Okay.
So maybe indirectly they already knew the playbook.
Well, there you go.
And they knew exactly what to do to get what they wanted.
There you go.
And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. To each his own. I just want it to be for love. I don't want it to be some manipulative scheme to get in the door, stay in the door, and then don't leave unless you feel like it.
Babe, yours is for love. Everybody's relationship, everybody's marriages, everything else is not for love. So you got to understand that. Some people say security is love. So as long as the man is the provider, that's what's love for them. And that's their relationship.
Okay.
For other men, it's peace. I don't want her to be worrying about me being with other women. I still want to do my thing and have her. And that's what this woman give me. So I'm going to marry her while still doing my thing. And that's what they want.
That's true. I can't argue with it.
Right. I think we have to understand that that's just how people are going to be. I do understand 100%, and I agree with you. Like, if you're using this playbook to manipulate people, yes. But at the same token, no one's putting this playbook up to their head with a gun saying you have to do it. So these men aren't stupid. Excuse me, and the aspect of knowing what they're doing when it comes to selecting someone. Sometimes the men want this, like I said, for the reasons that I said earlier. It's easier, whatever else, and they go along with it. And then later on, they find out, you know what? Dang, I was being used, or she was just being quiet so she can get the money that I was given.
That's true.
When you could have got a loud woman, and at the end of the day, you could have kept your money in your pocket, but you didn't want that because she was too loud, or she had too many rules, or she had too many requirements, and you didn't have to go with that. So, I mean, you still know what you're getting into. Like you said, we can do a better job at educating our athletes, but I think most of them know what's going on.
Okay. Well, if they know what's going on, then I'm going to lean back, as Fat Joe said, lean back. I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah.
So
They know what it is. They know what time it is too. And they know that when they leave out you've seen it time and time again. You said we have so many examples of it where the women are leaving and they're getting all their money. And athletes just keep doing it repeatedly. And it leaves the black woman to ask, like, why are we not good enough? Because they don't all the time select us. And we're looking like, why? But then when they take your money, you look like, I want to run back over it. No.
stay on over there.
No.
Stay on over there.
There you go. And again, nothing's wrong. And I hope this didn't come off like we're talking about race, because this isn't race related. It could be anybody. But because that is the scenario, that's what we're talking about. But I don't care if you date whoever you date. You should date whoever you want to date. And color should not keep you from dating that person. Love should be blind when it comes to race, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Some people don't agree with that.
Some people don't.
Yeah. And to each his own.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get to this quickie, baby.
Athletes, just be more smart. Just be smarter, please.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Quickie for the day is: are these athletes and public figures victims of social engineering? Or do they willingly accept the trade-off of a superficial relationship as long as it benefits them?
I think the latter. Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, in my opinion, I really do. I feel like they know
I really
maybe
think
both?
it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because, like I said, the blueprint that this lady outlined really played into social engineering. It literally manipulated the whole relationship.
Right.
Or was meant to manipulate the whole relationship to get what the young lady was trying to get. But I also think the athlete doesn't want to have to put up with certain things from you sisters.
Right.
And it's a two-edged sword. But it's a two-edged sword for you sisters. It's not a two-edged sword for them.
Right.
So I think it's both. I really think it's a combination of the two, and it can be concerning, but then it can also be it is what it is.
Right. Absolutely.
Especially if, like you say, the athlete has the choice. He ultimately has the choice.
Yep.
To say yay or nay.
Yep.
But if he's into that and feels like I don't want to have to put up with a certain type of female because I'm not strong enough for that, or
I just don't want to deal with it.
I'm not for that get back. I'm not for that.
Yeah.
Then you deal with what you get.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, what you get is what you get.
Right.
So, I mean, that's it. I'm good. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. I'm good. So, thank you again for listening to another episode of All in Our Business podcast. I know this was a little touchy subject, and as my baby said, it's not about race.
No.
It just so happened that two white women were talking in a group chat, and it got leaked. But as I said, I asked why did it get leaked and who leaked it. I legit asked that question. We've seen stuff, be put out on social media, and you wonder why it's put out. But there's always somebody in the background putting it out, and there's a reason why they put it out.
Right.
So there's a reason why this was put out. Whether it's for clicks, clout, whatever. It was put out for a reason, and it didn't just blow up for no reason. It didn't go viral for no reason.
Right.
It's a subject that needs to be touched upon, And that's why I think it was leaked by whoever. I don't know if the lady leaked it or if somebody got it from them. I don't even know how Willie D even got it. But you could tell he was in his feelings about it, which is understandable. He's a black man, so he probably is. Maybe he has boys who maybe experienced this. I don't know. I can say I don't have that issue because, like I said, Jelani is dating a young lady who is Caucasian, and I don't have any issue with her at all.
Most importantly, he don't.
And he don't, which is more important than me.
Right.
I really don't matter. But that is what it is. He loves her, she loves him. That's all that matters to me. I don't care what color she is.
Right.
Don't care. Long as he is loved. Now, if he's not loved by her, then yeah, I might have an issue. But otherwise, I'm good. And every other athlete should be good as long as that's the situation. Plain and simple. So, boy, what we got next week, baby? What is the next week we discussing? Oh gosh.
Oh god.
The in-laws boundaries.
Okay, that ain't too bad.
I don't know about that, baby. It might be too bad.
I don't think so.
But yeah, if you got in-laws or I'm about to have in-laws. I technically already have in-laws. I already call them in-laws, so it is what it is. We got to set up boundaries with them sometimes. It's needed. So that's what we talking about next week. So join us next week as we tap into that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one and check us out next week.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.